Welcome back to the Complete Guide to Reading Rhythms Practice Along course. We're on section 13, 110 beats per minute. We're starting right at the top, line 1, right where we left off yesterday. We're going to keep relaxed and easy rhythm. Whatever, if you're clapping, you're clicking your keys, you're playing a drum like me, you're keeping it nice and light. Don't be straining for these rhythms. If you feel yourself straining, drop out and just count it, okay? Because counting is part of it. Like getting the mastery of the rhythm is a big part of it. If you're not physically there yet, that's okay. That's okay. It might take some time. I have no idea how long you have been playing. Maybe you're brand new and some of this stuff is just like freaky fast. But try to keep counting it if you can. Try to follow with me, and if nothing else, watch the video and move your finger across the page where the rhythm is happening, so at least you're understanding and you're starting to get the first layer of understanding these rhythms. And over time, you will gain true mastery. Remember, this is not an overnight process. As you can see, you've had 130 plus episodes of these practice sessions, and this is just the first part of reading rhythms. Anyhow, I could go on and on, but it's only because I'm really excited for your growth and I want to help you get better, because I know what it's like to struggle and I know what it's like to want to get better and work hard to get better. And so anyhow, let's get started. Here we're 110 beats per minute, section 13, line 1, let's go. As always, sitting tall, tapping our foot, counting out loud while we play. Line 1, 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, line 2, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, line 3, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, line 4, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2, line 5, 2, a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, line 7 and 2 E, 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2 and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. All right. Like nothing, right? It goes by so fast. You have to keep your eyes moving. Here's 115 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, a 1 E, 2, 1, a 2, 1, 2, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 4, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, E, 2, 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2 and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. All right. Moving on to 120 beats per minute. Keep relaxed, sit tall. Here we go. 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, a 2, 2, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2, 3, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 4, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2, 1, 2 E, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 1, 2, a 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 7 and 2 E, 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2 and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. All right. Moving on. Hey, maybe you heard me bobble that beat 2 of line 5, but there I did it, right? I identified exactly where I made that mistake. I knew exactly where I did it. Even though I played the rest of the whole thing perfect, I still know that I made that mistake there. So if you're making an error, make sure you know where it was. Because if you don't know where it was, if you know, I made a mistake, and then you don't know what it was or where it was, the real error is not knowing, not being aware of what you're doing, right? So I don't want to make those mistakes. Obviously, I want to play it as perfect as I possibly can. But I want you to see that mistakes are made and what the value of making mistakes are. I don't know, I haven't kept track of how many mistakes I've made and pointed out to you. I'm sure it's at least a half a dozen. But I want to make sure that you know that it's okay to make a mistake in practice. You don't have to stop. But you need to be aware of it and you need to try to fix it. So now I know. Now I'm going to really try to make sure that I fix that. And it's the first time I've made it. This is, how many times have we gone through this? It looks like, if I look at my paper, that was the 10th time that we played through this, right? 10th or 11th time that we've played through this. So of all those times, I made that mistake one time. So it's not a common mistake, but I'm going to try to fix it. Anyhow, here's 125 beats per minute. 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, a 2, line 2, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2, 3, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 4, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2, 5, 2, a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 7 and 2 E, 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, line 8 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2 and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. That goes by so quick, huh? But it's fun. Here is line 1 at 130 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 E and a 2. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and 2 E and 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 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 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2 and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. That last line is fun. I like that last one. I mean, I wrote it, but I didn't know I was going to like it that much when I wrote it. That last line's fun. Here we go. 135. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, a 2, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2, and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2, and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. Whew! So I got my sticks a little crossed up in there, right? But I kept counting, and remember, that is the goal of this, is the counting and the tapping the foot is the biggest part of this. Now, obviously, I want to play them perfectly. So I'm going to go back and practice that. If this was me, if I was you in the practice session and you're fumbling through any of these, go back and practice them. Heck, if you find yourself going through this tempo set and it's just way too hard, go back 2 tempos. Go all the way back to the first one and make sure that as you go through the first practice session of section 13 that you're super relaxed the whole way through, and then if you feel any of those physical hitches or hiccups or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. If you feel any of those things, keep doing it. Go through until it is relaxed, and then you'll be a lot more ready to go quickly. Here's 135. 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 4, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 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 2 E, 1, 2 E, 2 E, 1, 2 E, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2, and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2, and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. Very nice. All right, are you ready? Here's 140. We're gonna make it through this tempo today. This is, like I said, our mountaintop tempo for all you non-drummers out there. This is the top tempo that I want you to be able to try to master these at. If nothing else, but counting them at this speed is really gonna help you to master these rhythms as you go forward. So, here we go, 140. Relax, sit tall, get your shoulders relaxed so you can get these rhythms out. And here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, a 2, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1, a 2 E, 1, 2, 1 E, 2, a 1, 1 E, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1 E and a 2, a 1 E and a 2 E, 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 1 E and 2 E, there it was. 8 seconds to go, but we got that 140 beats per minute in. You have completed section 13 by my standards. If you want to keep going, that's great. I applaud you, but that's it for us at this tempo. Great job. Great job. You are one section away from completing the entire Complete Guide to Reading Rhythms Duple course. And of course, there's going to be a triple-based course to come out to help you work on those triplets and other tuplets. But right now, you're right on the edge of having accomplished something really, really great for yourself. Keep going. Keep going. I'll be there with you. I'll see you for our next practice session tomorrow. Have a great day.